Hey, so just a few housekeeping notes that I want to send to you before I send the daily workout videos for the month of May. New for this month, we have core sliders. So I have them back here on the rig. I've taken the books out. I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to take all of the books away from the rig and I'm going to set up the core sliders, or the super sliders as they're called, and put them at a rig. So every station has their own set of core sliders. The second thing is room setup before and after you leave. So anytime that you are finished with your class, I found it really helpful. I've been asking my clients to interchange the equipment to how they found it. So for example, lower body day this month, rope goes on the right side, black handle goes on the left. Then they spray everything down. It makes it easier for you as the current coach so that you don't have to do it yourself. And for the next coach or the next class that comes in, it's already set up and they don't have to kind of worry about getting that done. Also, before you leave the room, please make sure that the radio is turned off. If you open the door has to be closed if there's nobody else in here. And kind of with the weather that's happening right now, if you want to leave the fan on, that's fine. Just make sure it's not on full blast. So kind of turn it down to 2 or 3, keep some air flowing in here. And then the last thing is papers. So the papers that I print out for you guys are not meant to stay by the board. I know I kind of got in the habit of putting them at the board, so the coaches had them at the beginning of the workouts, but they started to collect. They were messy. It drove me crazy. It was a cluster over where the board and the wipes are. And I'm now kind of a little bit hesitant that people may be walking off with them. I haven't seen it, but take it. Our workouts are good and people might want to keep them. So you may have noticed this month I've been storing them over by the stereo system. So if you need one, that's what they're there for. Use them, but please do not leave them on the rig, and please do not leave them over by the board. And then the last thing, aside from your clients interchanging the equipment, when you walk out of here, if you can just make sure there's not mats all over the floor, there's not half plate weights laying everywhere. They can stay on the floor at the rig. I like them on the floor better than hanging up in case they fall, kind of a hazard. And all of the bands are at least wrapped over the S drive. I know I have Asher, a client who notoriously leaves her shit everywhere. So I try and clean that up. If I miss, I miss. But let's just do our best to keep the room neat. And then if we're not using the TRX handles for the workout, which we are using them a good amount this month, just loop them over the S drive so they're not hanging everywhere. So that's just a little bit about the room cleanup. And when you're finished, if you have an express class, put the board away, please, so it's not just hanging out in the middle. So I hope that it's all easy enough. We kind of can work as a team to keep it nice and tidy in here for us and for our clients. Thanks, guys.